Rita A. Crundwell, born Rita Humphrey on January 10, 1953, grew up on her family's farm near Dixon, Illinois. Her parents, Ray and Caroline Humphrey, raised her in a rural environment, and she attended Dixon High School. As a teenager in 1970, Rita began working at Dixon City Hall as part of a work-study program. This early exposure to local government set the stage for her eventual rise within the city's administrative structure. In 1974, she married Jerry L. Crundwell, an engineering technician, while working as the mayor's secretary. However, their marriage ended in divorce in 1986. Rita's involvement in American quarter horse breeding began in 1978, a passion that would later play a central role in her life. Her commitment to this venture grew as she climbed the professional ladder. By 1983, she was appointed as Dixon's treasurer and comptroller, a position she held for nearly 30 years. Her tenure in this role earned her widespread respect, with colleagues and city officials praising her financial management skills. In 2011, a city commissioner even commended her for treating every tax dollar as if it were her own. However, beneath her reputation as a diligent public servant, Rita orchestrated the largest municipal fraud in U.S. history, stealing $53.7 million from the city over 22 years. The embezzlement began in December 1990 when Rita opened a secret bank account named the Reserve Sewer Capital Development Account, RSCDA, disguised to appear like an official city account. She was the sole signatory for this account, and used a simple yet effective scheme to divert funds. Money was deposited into the city's Capital Development Fund, and Rita created false invoices to justify withdrawals. She wrote checks payable to treasurer and deposited them into the RSCDA account. Over 2 decades, Rita embezzled an average of $2.5 million annually, with amounts ranging from $181,000 in 1991 to $5.8 million in 2008. Rita used the stolen money to fund her extravagant lifestyle and her quarter horse operation, RC Quarter Horses. Her horse breeding business gained national recognition, with her horses winning 52 world championships. From 2002 until her arrest in 2012, Rita was named the American Quarter Horse Association's leading owner for 8 consecutive years. She also spent lavishly on personal items, including several cars, a second home, and a $2.1 million luxury motorhome. Meanwhile, Dixon's city departments faced severe budget cuts, employees went years without raises, and infrastructure, including road maintenance, suffered significantly. Rita blamed the city's budget shortfalls on delays in state tax payments, which further masked her crimes. Despite growing suspicions during the Great Recession, Rita's control over city accounts and the lack of thorough outside audits allowed her scheme to continue. It wasn't until the fall of 2011, during Rita's vacation, that city clerk Kathy Swanson discovered the RSCDA account. Swanson alerted Mayor James Burke, who then contacted the FBI. For 6 months, the FBI investigated quietly, and Rita was arrested on April 17, 2012. Initially charged with embezzling $30 million over 6 years, further investigations revealed the total theft of $53.7 million over 22 years. In November 2012, Rita pleaded guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and admitted to laundering the embezzled money. She was sentenced to 19 years and 7 months in federal prison, close to the maximum sentence of 20 years. The court ordered her to forfeit assets, including her horse farm, 300 horses, 3 homes, and a luxury motorhome, to make restitution to the city. The city of Dixon also sued its auditors and bank for failing to detect the fraud. The legal settlements and auctions of Rita's assets brought Dixon millions in compensation, although the financial impact of her theft remained severe. While incarcerated at the Federal Correctional Institution in Waseca, Minnesota, Rita applied for compassionate release in 2020, citing health issues and good conduct. Her request was initially withdrawn due to opposition from Dixon City Council but was later granted by the Federal Bureau of Prisons. In August 2021, after serving 8.5 years of her sentence, she was released to a residential reentry center or home confinement. Her release date was initially set for October 2028, but in December 2024, President Joe Biden commuted her sentence. Rita's story has been featured in various media, including Hulu's Scam Goddess episode titled, The Horseplay Heist. This detailed account of her fraud explores the trust she gained in Dixon and how she exploited it for personal gain, leaving a lasting impact on the city and its residents. Despite the passage of time, Rita Crundwell's case remains a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked power and a lack of oversight in public administration.